A lot of people think that plastic is always the cheaper option, and switching away from plastic, like replacing your items that are plastic with something not plastic, is going to be really expensive. I'm here to argue that no, that's actually not true. And so something that is not plastic might have a higher upfront cost. However, that cost goes down over time. And I'm going to go specifically into water, which is one, I actually did a video on this last year. This was someone who was saying that when they will go and get the 5-gallon like jugs and then go to their local store and fill their water up in one of those. On average, an adult drinks 44 fluid ounces a day, which comes to about 125 gallons per year. That is per person. So for a 5-gallon store fill up, that is $48.93, right? Around $50 per year. For reverse osmosis, that's $62 per year, doing it at home. And then for bottled water, that is $180 per year. Crazy. And plus, you still have to drive to the store. You still have to bring it home, and that's like a huge pain in the butt. There's a lot of different categories where getting the non-plastic option is actually cheaper. I wrote down some examples. So like in the kitchen, getting something that's stainless steel and cast iron, that's way cheaper than getting non-stick, aka the plastic version, over the long term. So a lot of like non-stick pans, yeah, maybe they're half the price as a stainless steel pan, although you can find pretty good quality stainless steel for like less than $100, right, per pan. It would be the same non-stick, but that non-stick pan, you're going to have to replace that every few years. And plus, you're also just going to have to be really careful about not messing it up, which huge pain in the butt. I don't like doing that. And cast iron, I mean, I got my 8-inch Lodge cast iron pan skillet for like $30. Mason jars and Pyrex are cheaper than buying Ziploc bags and plastic containers over the long term. Yeah, mason jars are around $2 a pop, right? But if you're buying Ziploc bags over and over and over again because of their disposable plastic, like that's really expensive. A plastic spatula is almost exactly the same as a wooden or a metal spatula or spoon, and then you don't have to worry about creepy things leaching into your food. Plastic cutting boards and wood cutting boards are almost about the same as well. And yes, so bulk coffee beans are going to be way cheaper than getting Nespresso or Keurig. Buying loose dishwasher powder instead of dishwasher pods. Dishwasher pods and laundry pods are hell of expensive. And like bar soap is way cheaper than getting like the pump hand soap that comes in the disposable plastic, pumping dispensers. Like then of course, clothing, right? Again, there's many other creators on this app that go into the cost of clothing and how cheap plastic clothes, polyester blends, all of those really don't last as long. Something that's disposable is expensive. And so even though that disposable thing like a Ziploc bag or a bottle of water might feel cheaper in the very beginning up front, over the long term, it's way more expensive than getting something reusable. Not every single category is like this. There are still many categories where the non-plastic option is far more expensive. Believe me, I just did many videos on trying to find a plastic-free couch. It's damn near impossible, okay? However, for many of our everyday items, that non-plastic option is going to be significantly cheaper, especially over the long term.